Question, should retailers, shop owners, be able to defend themselves and their property by using pepper spray? The Ministry Advisory Group on Retail Crime has consulted with industry players on allowing shopkeepers to defend themselves with pepper spray. Now, the group consists of 5 people from a variety of retail backgrounds and business leaders. Sonny Korshall is he's the chair of the Dairy and Business Owners Group. He leads it, and the proposal of pepper spray has been put forward. Remember, this is a group that's been put together to come up with ideas. It doesn't mean obviously it's going to happen, but this is one of the proposals. It has already come up against stiff opposition due to concerns about safety around what is currently classified as a restricted weapon. Retail New Zealand Chief Executive Carolyn, who is a member of the group, says her organisation's position is clear, and she joins me now. Carolyn, good to chat again. So soon.
Kia ora, how are you doing this afternoon?
Good. All right, what is your organisation's position on the possibility of pepper spray being used by shop owners?
Yeah, look, the first thing I'll just say is that I haven't seen the final paper that went to the Minister, so I can't comment on what the final recommendations are, but what I can comment on is Retail NZ's perspective, and certainly, we've consulted with our members, and they're really clear that they don't want to see pepper spray become available for use in the wider community, whether it's licensed or not. So the sense is that there's a couple of things with that. I think one is that as soon as a licensed product comes available for sale, there's always a black market for it, and other people will be accessing the product, and we'll see it in our stores. Good business practice in terms of retail training and how to deal with aggravating factors with difficult customers is not about engaging with them and connecting with them. It's about de-escalating and stepping back from. So pepper spray is one of those things where I said, if I had pepper spray in my hand and I went to go and use it on someone that, some person that's allegedly offending in my store could quite easily overpower me and use it against me. So it could be used as a weapon against me rather than me being able to use it on someone else. Someone is offending, they come into the store at quite an agitated state. Their level of aggression is already at a higher level than what you're reacting to their situation. And best practice in terms of retail engagement is firstly, it's about customer service. If there's a difficult situation, it's about de-escalating and stepping back from, not stepping into confrontation. So we also know that the police, when they use pepper spray, there's 24% of the time there's collateral damage. And police are well trained. They use it on a more frequent basis, and they understand the difficulties with it. And even if it's a licensed product, there's no guarantee someone's going to have adequate training and know the right ways in which they can go about using.
What do you mean collateral damage, though, Carolyn? Sorry, the police say 24%
collateral
of the time.
Damage can mean, because if you think about it, I actually don't know what it looks like in terms of, but it will come in a container and it's a spray, and it's not hugely big, and so it's got the spray goes at an angle. It's not just concentrated in one finite space. So when you spray it, it won't necessarily only hit the target that you're aiming at, and you won't always get the target that you're aiming at. So you may get someone that's standing nearby. It could be an older person, it could be a child, it could be someone with compromised health conditions.
Sorry to butt in, but do you think there's going to be lots of people standing around somebody that's breaking into a store? I mean, you would think that it is the only person there or 2 people there.
Well, that's not necessarily the case, though, is it?
Well, if I was in a store and then someone ran in and started smashing up things or demanding money, I mean, I wouldn't go stand right next to them. So if
they're probably coming up to you, right? If you're at the counter paying for something and someone rushes in, you've got your back to them because normally the door would be behind you. But
do you think a shopkeeper would whip out the pepper spray that quick and get me as well? Like, I know what you're saying.
If they came right up next to you, they probably would, yes.
No, I know what you're saying, but
I think they were able to react that quickly.
When police use it, they're normally trying to subdue somebody that's in a crowd, and that's normally why they get collateral damage or it goes around other people. I mean, this is a small part of what I just questioned. But the other thing I wanted to ask is
24% of the time the data tells us, so that's a quarter of the time. So that's quite a lot.
That's quite high. But but the police are also entering quite a high probably volume of people when they use it. I don't think it's just them,
Not
the
always.
perpetrator,
There was
and 3 people.
that died after being pepper sprayed and tasered just a couple of months ago. He was just an individual.
Well,
they're
not getting tasers either. So do you believe that a license, if it became licensed, then it becomes you said then it becomes available to other people. So you're saying that
the police will tell you that as soon as you've got a licensed product, whether it's guns or whether it's pepper spray or whether it's tiddlywinks, that there's a black market for it and it will be available on a black market. So people that want to get their hands on it will be able to get their hands on it, won't necessarily have the right controls around it. So it's then just out in the community. Licensing, whilst it has a very lawful and purposeful intention, doesn't preclude an individual from accessing it in other ways.
Like the citizens' arrest powers or the detaining of a shoplifter till police arrive, which was some of the earlier ideas. And I think we discussed this. Retailers don't have to do it, meaning if pepper spray was to be allowed to be used, the shop owner doesn't have to use it. So again, what's the problem?
The problem is, so this is from consultation with our members, that they don't want to see pepper spray coming into their stores.
So if they won't use it, they think that suddenly crims are all going to have it. So that's
other people will come in.
Right.
Other people that might be doing low-level crime will come in, and as soon as you can get hands on something in an illegal way, it'll come into the stores. You'll just see it through. As soon as something is going to be there on a licensed way, you'll see it being used in illegal ways. And so, one of the big things is retailers don't want to see it in stores, full stop. And it's to agree that people won't. There'd be very few of our members that we've spoken to are interested in using it, right? And to your point, other people may well be interested in using it if it became licensed and approved and all of those sorts of things. And that would be their ability to do that. All I'm doing is representing my members by making sure that their perspective and their voice is heard.
Does so Justice Minister Paul Goldsmith says he will take a look at what Australia's doing, because apparently they've got states there where they are trialling the use of pepper spray.
Yeah.
Were you aware of that?
Western